Hello, thank you so much for being here. It's always a delight to be here. Trust me, because this is always a time of learning and unlearning. And today we will be looking at a very interesting special letter X. X. Some people say S. Now, one thing I know about this letter is that it is actually a deep one. You might want to be more careful whenever you cite the letter X in a word. Be more careful and be more deliberate when pronouncing. Now, X. X. Make sure that you're not saying S, X, X. Let the K come out. Say X, 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 X. Very important. Your K and S should have the same power and strength. Do not swallow or stifle any of the components of that sound, please. X. X is the letter name of that. Then X sounds X. The sound of X is X. Of course, you know we have the letter names and the letter sounds. Letter names are, of course, what you see in English, A, B, C, all the way to Z. Those are the letter names. Now, for each of the letter names, you now have sounds, sounds numbering up to 44 in the English language and in phonetics. So the sound of X in words, in most words, is Ks. Say Ks, Ks, K and S. Ks, Ks. Okay, now let us look at typical places where you can find the letter X. Now you might want to know, it might be surprising to you that we actually have the letter X appearing in lots of words in the initial position. When I say the initial position, that's at the beginning of words. This place, that's the initial position. And then this is the final position. Final, that is the last position. Okay, so when I say initial, please know that I'm referring to the beginning. There are lots of words like that, words like Xerox, a lot of them, even acronyms and the likes, names of brands, names of places, and all of that, where you find the letter X there in the initial position. But I chose a word that is quite general. When you do all of these children readings and you're saying A for this, that, you go, when they get to X, you usually find xylophone. And I need us to take note of how the sound of X comes out in that particular word. You say xylo, xylo. And that is why we have it here, that the sound of X in xylophone is not X. It takes on the sound Z in xylophone. In the initial position, usually you find the letter X. You find X taking the sound Z in the initial position. So take note of all those things. That's why we say xylophone. So the sound of X in this sense, which is what I underlined, is Z. Now let us take a look at when X is at the middle of a word and not necessarily at the final position. At the middle of a word, please pronounce this. Some people will say as. But that word is axe. So the sound of X is Ks and E is silent. So you can decide to put E in bracket. That's what some dictionaries will do. At the end of it, you will find E in brackets because it is silent. So that word is pronounced axe. Axe. So the sound of X, when it appears in this position in many words, is X. X. Let's say X. That is K. S. K. S. Then you bring them together. X. Axe, axe, x, axe. Okay, now let us look at when X comes at the final position. Here, here, here. It's the same sound. X, x. It sounds x. And that's why we have box, box, box. And we also have Alex. Okay, so let us go over this again. The sound of X is X. This is xylophone with X taking on the sound Z. Then we have axe when X appears in the middle of a word or at the final position. It sounds X in most words. So you have axe, box, Alex, and Crocs. You might have noticed that I like reading with the transcription. When you read with the sounds, you do not go wrong. And that is why I will move on to a point where I actually get to teach you the letter sounds. I hope that you got value today. Let me know what you learned from this video in the comment section. Please, if you liked this lesson, please leave me a thumbs up. Do subscribe to this channel by tapping on the subscribe button just below this so you do not miss any video from here. We have lots of content that you will definitely relish as time goes on and on. My name is Ife Aronwokafor. Anticipate further videos that will take your vocabulary and your diction to the next level. This is Molliff Media School, and we train super broadcasters and public speakers.